What's up, guys? I had a crazy interesting topic to talk to you guys about today, and that's basically about how to reach your financial goals and become financially free. And what I'm going to talk about to you over the course of this video is going to allow you to be able to do more in a shorter period of time. It's going to allow you to be more prosperous, have more money freedom, right, and time freedom as well. And this has to do with perspectives. Everything in life has to do with how you view things and how you see things in life, because based on how you see things is going to create the actions that you take, and those actions that you take in your life is going to create a certain result. And a lot of times people don't create the result that they want because their heart may be desiring something, but their mind doesn't know the mechanics of how to bring that about, right? Your mind may not know the how-tos and the step-by-step ways to get to the goals and the dreams that you want to get to, because your heart is one thing that has a desire, but now your mind needs to be in line with your heart to actually bring that about for you. But a simple change in perspective, right, which a lot of people don't realize about business and life in general. And that's one key thing, and that one key thing is this. You want to get to a point in your life where money is working for you. You don't want to live your entire life constantly working for money, and that's the big difference, right? That's the difference between the people who are able to retire young and the people who have to work 40 years before they can retire, because the people who have to work 40 years before they can retire had a mindset where I have to work for money. And as long as you think that you have to work for money, you will always work for money. You will always chase the dollar. But what if you just allow the power that's already in money to work for you, right? The power of money is that it can multiply itself, right? There's power in money. So if you put yourself in positions where money can work for you instead of you having to work for money your entire life, oh man, I'm telling you, the results are sweet. You're working less and you're making more money. Why? Because you're looking at the money as if it's like a child that can produce more children for you, right? And you can't do that unless you're in a business that allows you to earn profits, not wages, right? You have to be in a business that allows you to earn profits, not wages, to be able to have money working for you, right? Think of stocks, for example, with investments. Think of real estate. That's another form of money working for you. The fact that you flipped this house and made $20,000 had nothing to do with time, right? It just had to do with this particular house and the numbers of this house and what the profit is, the bottom line, right? So that's the difference. Is people think that time and money are the same, but they're not, because you can have your money work for you and make money all the time, all around the clock, instead of you constantly having to work for money. Because as long as you constantly have to work for money, you will always reach a brick wall, right? You will always reach a cap. Because why? Because physically, as we get older, we mature, maturation, we're not as athletic as we were when we were younger, right? We're not as active, we're not as energetic when we're younger. So when we're young, we can work hard and go hard at whatever we're doing, but we should work hard and go hard at something that's building residual income for us, right? Something that's allowing us to become more free instead of more boxed in, right? Instead of more basically trapped, right? Trapped with the 9-to-5 rat race system. And it's a simple change in perspective that'll change your life, and that's realizing that money can work for you. But you have to change your mindset from looking at business opportunities as scams and start to really understand and try to understand the business opportunities, try to understand the skill sets and how people became successful. Because now you're in an industry that will allow you to experience exponential growth. You're in an industry that will allow you to experience retiring young. You're in an industry that will allow you to experience making more money working less, right? You're in an industry that will allow you to experience being able to spend more time with your children, being able to pay off your debts, being able to do more of the things you've always wanted to do. Working a 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life, you can't do that, because you always got to chase that money. The money and the time is the same when it comes to 9-to-5 job, right? Every hour you put in, you get a certain amount of money. So what that means is, as you're paying for your bills and different expenses in your everyday life, these things are going to go up in price. Taxes doesn't go away. Inflation is happening. Goods are getting more and more expensive, but you're still receiving the same pay at your job. That is not a recipe for success. That is a recipe for failure. That's a recipe for debt. And that is not a recipe for living your greatest potential, guys. Just want to check this time real fast. So think about that for a second. Start to look at money as a tool. Start to look at money as a tool that can work for you, that you can apply to things to multiply itself, to make more of it. If you need to make more of it, if you need to make it on demand, right? If you need to make it at the push of a button, if you need to make it by simply snapping a finger, whatever you need to do, you can do that as long as you understand that money can work for you. And you should understand that money can work for you. Most people in this world are upset, they're frustrated, they're, you know, going through some things in their life. They may not have met their dreams and their deadlines and their goals when they wanted to meet them, but that's because they got to keep working for the money. They got to keep chasing that dollar instead of building on something where the dollar can chase them. What if you can build something in your life where the dollar is chasing you and you're no longer chasing money? How would that make you feel? How would that make a difference in your bank account? How would that make a difference in how you treat friends and family and how you conduct yourself in everyday life, right? Wouldn't that affect how you are as a person? You'll be a better person, more happy, more joyous, more prosperous, right? Just living in an abundant life. But you got to understand that your money can work 10 times harder than you can work for money, right? Because when at the end of the day, when we're gone, money is still here, right? Time is our greatest asset. It's not money. And people, I don't know why, can't understand that. It's a piece of paper that's gonna be here forever. We are not gonna be here forever, right? We have time, and we have to take advantage of this time now and move in a sense of urgency. But we got to move in a sense of urgency at things that will allow us to exponentially grow and multiply our harvest, instead of constantly having to do the same thing over and over again, constantly having to restart, constantly having to start from square one again, constantly having to go back to the drawing board, constantly having to go back to $0 in the bank account, right? So the only way you can change that is by realizing that your money can work for you. Get started in a business, get plugged in with somebody who can mentor you, who can show you the steps on how to break free financially, because it's a skill set that once you learn it, you could never ever forget it. You could never ever lose it, and you could take advantage of that for the rest of your life, guys. So I want you to think about that, right? Get your money working for you. Stop working so hard for money. I will see you guys in the next video. At least learn different ways where you can get your money working for you, right? I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, it's not gonna be overnight, but there are industries and different things, especially what I do, where money can work for you. So if you want to get started with that, just contact me and I'll help you get plugged in with the system where you can make money online, have money working for you, and earn profit and stuff like that. So I will see you guys in the next video. John Belcher, peace.